Hello everyone, my name is Cameron. Let me quickly... Oh, that's weird. Sorry about that weird noise. That was me turning my volume off because I forgot to because I'm an idiot. Welcome finally to the SummerSlam review. I'm sorry this is taking so long. Let me break down what happened. So, if you guys don't know, I don't really get the chance to watch them Sundays most of the time. Me and Jesse watched the first 5 matches on Sunday. We planned on watching them. I planned on watching them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I never got a chance because I was not feeling well for a majority of the start of this week. So I wasn't in the mood to watch. And then finally Thursday came around. Jesse came over. We watched it. I planned on recording this yesterday, but after work, I was so fucking tired. So, actually, I wasn't really tired. I couldn't fall asleep. And then Jesse came over. We hung out for a bit, and then I fell asleep. And so now I'm recording this Saturday after work. So here we go, finally. First match on the pre-show, the mixed tag match. I'm going to try to go through a kind of condensed version. I don't really want to spend a lot of time recording this, and also it was a long-ass pay-per-view. So, mixed tag match, Almas and Vega versus Rusev and Lana. Me and Jesse both predicted Almas and Vega. It was a really good match. Almas and Vega were in control most of the time. Vega got a roll-up. Me and Jesse both went 1-0 on predictions. Match got an 8 out of 10. I think it could have done better. It probably could have been a better match. But I liked it. It was a nice way for the feud to keep going. And on SmackDown, and this is the cool thing, is I can now talk about what happened on Raw and SmackDown while I was talking about this. On SmackDown, they had another match, which Rusev and Lana actually ended up winning. This time because Aiden English actually helped them. Aiden English didn't get involved during this match. But he did during the rematch on Tuesday, and they ended up winning because of his involvement. It was actually a really cool way. Next, Cruiserweight Championship match. Wow. I put Cruiserweight Championship Gulak. I meant to put match. I'm an idiot. Drew Gulak versus Cedric Alexander. Me and Jesse both took Cedric Alexander. It was a really good match. Most Cruiserweight matches are really enjoyable for me. I like watching all the flippy shit and all that kind of stuff. A lot of back and forth control. Some roll-ups, lots of them, and then Cedric ended up getting it with a roll-up. Me and Jesse both went 2-0. 10 out of 10 on the match. It was really well done. I think that, it was just a really well done match in my opinion. Next, the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The B-Team versus the Revival. Me and Jesse both took the B-Team. Quick shatter machine to Axel. Dallas is the legal one. Axel getting back up as Dallas is being brutalized. Axel down again. Neckbreaker to Wilder. Axel and Dawson in a roll-up. Dallas gets sort of falls into them and flips it over. Axel. And then B-Team ended up winning 3-0 for me and Jesse. 6 out of 10. I don't know. I like the B-Team, but I feel like maybe their time is slowly kind of coming to an end. Next, Intercontinental Championship match. Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre in his corner versus Seth Rollins with Dean Ambrose in his corner. Me and Jesse both predicted Ziggler. Dean getting in Drew's face. Ziggler outside to regroup. Outside again. I really missed Dean. Very slow-paced compared to their other matches they've had. Rollins gets sent outside the ring. Ambrose and McIntyre go face-to-face. Commentary is doing terrible. They keep calling Ziggler Rollins. Commentary did terrible all week this week. They did terrible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. NXT never does bad because Mauro Ranallo is on there and he makes up for Percy and the other one, whose name I can't remember. I want to say it's Nigel McGuinness, but I don't think that's who does it. Continuing. Roll up, 2 count, blockbuster, 2 count, suicide dive, flying clothesline, ripcord, knee for a 2 count. Rollins gets sent into the post, DDT to the apron for a 2 count. Super kick, splash to the knees, small package for a 2 count. Reverse suplex, 2 count. The reverse superplex was done amazingly, by the way. I loved it. Drew throws Ambrose into the steps. Gets sent into the post. Zigzag, 2 count. Seth is gushing blood. I can't remember exactly where he was bleeding from. Roll-ups, buckle bomb, Dean hits dirty deeds to Drew, super kick to Dolph, curb stomp, Seth wins. 3-1 for each of us, 20 out of 10. The match was fantastic in my opinion. Seth winning, don't know if it was the best call, but I liked it. He came out in this really cool Thanos attire, which is weird seeing as how he's the face. Dolph had a match against Dean on Monday, which was really well done. Dean hit a really fucking badass dirty deeds to him. Dolph hit his head kind of hard. It's a little gruesome. Next, the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day. Me and Jesse both predicted the Bludgeon Brothers. New mask for Rowan, which was kind of cool. Which, saying this now, after what happened on Tuesday, which I'll get to after I'm done with this, it's kind of pointless. Rowan destroying Woods, tags in Harper, destroying him, kept him isolated. Rowan back in, splash, Harper back in. Woods isolated, E knocked down, Woods fighting off, Harper set into the steps, belly to belly, E in control, Rowan set to the post, suicide dive, spear off the apron. Rowan diving into E, tag powerbomb, Woods breaks it up, DDT reversed, tag powerbomb to him, 2 count, Kofi thrown down, big ending to Rowan, elbow drop, avoided elbow drop. I think the elbow drop ended up hitting. I don't remember what I wrote after that. But he did end up hitting the elbow drop. Woods is down. Tag move. Rowan hits them with the mallets. They lost by DQ. New Day wins. Bludgeons retain though. 3-2 for me and Jesse. 10 out of 10. I thought it was a really cool way to have the match and to have them continue their reign. But it was kind of pointless because they lost. They ended up losing their streak. But Rowan did also get injured. So Tuesday, which this was not the original plan. They had an original plan for the Bludgeon Brothers, which we're now not going to see. At least not right now. Well, we're probably not going to see it when they come back either because they might not get the belts back. But they had an original plan for the Bludgeon Brothers, which didn't get to happen because Rowan sprained or hurt. Well, he hurt his bicep, and he has to go get surgery done onto it. So the New Day ended up winning the tag titles for the 5th time on SmackDown Live. Hopefully, this means either Sanity or The Bar, or hell, even Gallows and Anderson will take the titles very soon, or potentially even, if you watched my NXT Takeover review, potentially even the Undisputed Era, which I wouldn't mind. I would love that. All right, next. Money in the Bank contract match. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Me and Jesse both predicted Owens. Braun doing his typical stupid fucking bullshit. His same moves, his same stupid taunts. KO gets slammed down on the diamond plate. Power slam. Braun wins. 3-3 each. 1 out of 10. Kevin Owens. Arguably one of the best wrestlers of our generation. Without a doubt. A man who has been in multiple Money in the Bank ladder matches and sadly has not won yet. Just got put in a fucking squash match because Vince McMahon has a hard-on for Braun Strowman. When you guys ask me, I've had people ask me, why do I hate Braun Strowman? Go watch the Money in the Bank contract match at SummerSlam. Watch how fast Braun Strowman beat Kevin Owens. Kevin got in one offensive move. He hit one fucking super kick that Braun didn't even fucking flinch to. Kevin Owens got squashed by Braun Strowman. The former Universal Champion, Kevin Owens, got squashed by Braun fucking Strowman. A dude who does 2 fucking moves. When you guys ask me, why do I prefer SmackDown to Raw? Why do I hate Braun Strowman? Why do I hate how booking is done on the shows? That match. Go watch that match and tell me it doesn't make your blood boil. Next, SmackDown Women's Championship match, triple threat. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Me and Jesse both predicted Becky Lynch with a potential Charlotte heel turn. Carmella being a trash-talking cunt, as always, fighting between Becky and Charlotte. Becky and Charlotte start facing off for a bit. Carmella ruins it. Big boot to Becky by accident. Becky with a knee to Charlotte. Becky in control. Bexploder. Carmella used the rope to drop her. Spear, 2 count on Lynch, and then Carmella. Or Carmella and then Lynch, one of the two. Figure 4 in. Leg drop to Charlotte from the top rope. 2 count. Suicide dive by Carmella to Becky. Spinning moonsault to both Becky and Carmella, but mostly Carmella. She kind of... I don't know if they're trying to have it be storyline that she tried to hit Carmella more than her best friend, or if the spin just kind of made her go more to the side, and she's supposed to more or less hit both of them. But whatever, it was still badass. Carmella actually put on a pretty good showing in this match, which surprised me. You know, suicide dive and stuff like that was kind of cool. Lynch driven in the turnbuckle, dirty pin, 2 count, disarm her in. Carmella gets the rope. Bexploder, disarm her in again. Natural selection. Charlotte pins Becky. Me and Jesse both go 3 and 4. 9 out of 10. I can't deny it was a good match. Charlotte and Becky hug. And then Becky attacks her. Becky Lynch turned heel. And she actually on SmackDown, it was a, oh my god, SmackDown was fantastic. Go! SmackDown, their feud continued, and it seems like it's going to be setting up for Becky taking the belt from Charlotte. Here's how I sadly think it's going to go. Becky's going to beat Charlotte. Charlotte's going to take the title back and break Trish Stratus' record. If you guys don't know, this pay-per-view, not only did it just put Charlotte as the female with the most pay-per-view wins in the WWE of all time. She now has the most pay-per-view wins of every female superstar. But she also tied Trish Stratus' record for the most reigns as women's champion with 7. Not 8, 7. If Becky beats her and then Charlotte wins again, then she'll have 8. Hopefully, Becky wins and Becky wins again and Becky keeps winning and Becky doesn't lose the title because Becky is fucking fantastic. Becky should have won that fucking match. I was so pissed on Thursday when me and Jesse watched this. I was livid. I was angrier than a motherfucker. Like, oh my, I was so pissed. Becky should have won. Charlotte weaseled her way in that match, and then she took the belt away from Becky, and I almost cried, and I'm not proud of myself, but it sucked. I hated it. Next, WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Jesse predicted Joe, I predicted Styles. Very slow-paced match, surprisingly, for the two people that are in it. Joe kicking Styles in the back of the legs, chops to Joe, drop kick, stopping Joe's momentum. Jabs by Joe, drop kick to him through the ropes. Suicide dive by Joe, sleeper in on Styles, forearm to Joe outside, enziguri to Joe. Comeback blitz from Styles, forearm. Reverse DDT off of a moonsault, which was for a 2 count. Big leg drop from the top rope by Joe. Atomic drop, big boot, senton, neck breaker to Joe. Hurt AJ's knee. That might have been the wrong way around. It might have been, I think it was to Styles, not to Joe. Very fast power slam by Joe, 2 count. Styles clash, 2 count. Pele kick. Joe fights back with a Uranagi. Calf crusher in, slams his head down. Why does Styles do that? Because it's such a fucking easy spot for him to go get his fucking head bashed into the ring. Coquina clutch in, Styles to the rope, enziguri to AJ up top, sending him down outside. Spear off the German announce table into the timekeeper's area through a barricade. Styles attacks the same guy Gargano super kicked. If you remember me talking about it, if you've watched TakeOver Brooklyn 4, you know who I'm talking about. Attacks Joe with a chair. Styles loses by DQ but retains, meaning Jesse wins, going 4 and 4. I lose 3 and 5. 20 out of 10 on the match. The match is still great. It was really good. This also, by the way, the reason this happened, Joe was like, hey, Wendy, I made you a promise that daddy's coming home. It looks like he's not coming home, but I'll be your new daddy. And it was like, I lost my shit. I started laughing my ass off. It was hilarious. This is the best feud I think I've ever fucking seen in my life, and I love it. Styles got busted open. He left with his wife and daughter. For some reason, his sons weren't there. He has 3. If you guys don't know, he has 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter, and a daughter. For some reason, only his wife and daughter were there. I don't know why. Maybe I guess his kids could have been in... No, this was a Sunday. What am I saying? Could have been in school. This is a fucking Sunday. But yeah. It was a good match. I liked it. They had... AJ got interviewed on SmackDown. Joe came out, ripped his legs out from under him, started attacking him again. It's good. It's a good feud. I like this feud. Elias comes out for a concert, but his guitar breaks. And then Miz runs into the B team, and they say a bunch of hilarious shit. They're like, 1, we're not rooting for you. We're rooting for Daniel Bryan. 2, we're going to have our own show. It's going to be called Total Fellas, but with a B. Total Bellas. Just the entire interaction between the B team and the Miz backstage was awesome. They said, actually, we're going to celebrate right now, so bye. And they left. Miz looked a little bit pissed. It was hilarious. Next, the men's singles match, Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Me and Jesse both took Bryan. Miz backing away, hits a cheap shot, does some yes kicks and some corner drop kicks, gets caught by Daniel. Daniel punches Miz in the face. Finally, Daniel attacking Miz's legs, roll up on both, yes kicks. Daniel dropped on his nuts on the hook. Clothesline by Miz, DDT after a sleeper. Miz punching Daniel in the face some more. Bryan with the momentum, corner drop kicks. Miz gets sent outside, sliding drop kick. Bryan dives off the top rope onto him. Tree of Woe, yes kicks to the Miz, sliding drop kick, belly to back suplex, wait, was that a suplex or was it a superplex? I think it was a suplex. DDT to Bryan, 2 count, yes kicks on Daniel. Daniel leaning into them, stands up, slaps the Miz multiple times. Knee gets caught, figure 4 reversed, yes lock avoided. Bryan gets sent to the post, skull crusher finale for a 2 count. Big kick by Daniel for a 2 count. Yes kicks on the apron. Shin to the post as he goes for the last one. Figure 4. Bryan reverses it. Miz gets the rope. Back and forth strikes. Skull crushing finale reversed into a 2 count. Miz being destroyed. Yes lock in. Miz gets the rope. Knee by Daniel off the apron. Attack to Miz in front of Maurice. She's like, get out of here. She yelled. Maurice is annoying. Maurice slipped some brass knuckles to the Miz. It was very obvious. Corey tried to deny it. It was the most obvious shit in the world. The ref somehow didn't see it. Again, him putting it on and punching him, and him getting it and slipping it back to Maurice was the most obvious, blatant bullshit of all time. I don't know how the fuck the ref didn't goddamn notice. Miz wins by cheating. 4 and 5 for Jesse, 3 and 6 for me. 10 out of 10. It's a good match. Keeps the feud going. There's going to be a tag team match. Brie Bella came out, attacked Miz. It's going to be Danny Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell. Much like the match we got last year at WrestleMania. Only this time, it's actually me with a husband and wife against a husband and wife instead of a guy who decided to propose to his girlfriend afterwards just to break off the engagement like a year later. Next, men's singles match. Constable Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor. Me and Jesse both took Balor. Balor comes down in demon paint. Corbin starts complaining. Corner dropkick, sling blade, suicide dive. Corner dropkick to the barricade. Coup de grace to the rope or to the neck. Corner dropkick, coup de grace, 3 count. Balor wins. 5 and 5 for Jesse. 4 and 6 for me. 20 out of 10. It was awesome. I loved it. Balor is still, I think, undefeated at SummerSlam. Just the fact that Corbin basically got squashed was hilarious. Even funnier, though, is the fact that Corbin thinks the Demon and Finn Balor are two different people. Literally, on Raw, he was like, I asked for Finn Balor, the man, and you sent the Demon out. Like, dude, they're the same person! And the Demon does not make him any better, despite what 2K19 thinks. It does not make him any better when he puts the Demon paint on. Secondly, he still beats your big bald ass when he didn't have the Demon paint on. Or did you forget about the last pay-per-view before this? Because he beat you then too. I don't understand why the fuck this feud is still going on. Also, Kurt Angle got put on vacation for a bit. Baron Corbin is now the temporary GM on Raw for some reason. Next, the United States Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. Me and Jesse both took Nakamura. Lots of taunting, making fun of each other. Nak in control, brutalizing Hardy. Hardy taking control, clothesline. Hardy at arrest, gets caught. Nak knees the turnbuckle. Whisper in the wind for a 2 count. Hardy gets caught, knee to the midsection. Sliding knee. Hardy catches Nak on the Kinshasa. Avoids the low blow, twist of fate. Swanton, Nat gets the rope, twist of fate, Swanton to the apron. Not him hitting him on the apron. He actually lands on the apron because Nakamura rolled away. Kick to the back of the neck. Kinshasa, Nakamura wins. 6-5 for Jesse, 5-6 for me. 10-10 each. Or 10 out of 10 on the match. Orton comes out, walks to the ring, turns around, and leaves, which was really cool. It was a really cool way to kind of get some heat done to him. Next, the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey. Me and Jesse both took Rousey, even though neither of us really wanted her to win. Natty out there, the Bella Twins are watching on. Alexa enters first because it's Ronda friggin' Rousey. I'm very salty. Ronda's hair and makeup is really weird. Alexa cowering away, sitting outside. Ronda sits with her eyes closed and back to her like she's like, come on, come on. She stands like this, closes her eyes, then sits down like that with her eyes closed. More taunting. Alexa sitting outside still, comes in, attacks her. Knee to Rousey, right hand, judo throws, finisher again. Wrenching her arm really badly. Armbar in, Bliss taps. 7-5 for Jesse, 6-6 for me. 5 out of 10. She celebrates with Natty and the Bella Twins. They come in and hug her. And she goes and hugs and kisses her husband. I didn't really give a fuck about this match. I knew it was happening as soon as Ronda Rousey was put in the match against Bliss for the title. Yeah. It was disappointing. I don't think Ronda should have gotten it. Jesse doesn't think Ronda should have gotten it. But, you know, they did a celebration thing on Raw where Stephanie's like, my protege, and then she got put in an armbar. And then all the faces were in the ring celebrating with Ronda while the heels were checking on Stephanie. And then that's what led to Kurt being put on vacation and Constable Corbin being put in charge of Raw for the time being. And finally, the Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Me and Jesse both predicted Reigns. Braun comes out, walks in, asks for a mic, says he's going to be standing by ringside the entire match. And when it's done, he's going to cash in. I'm saying it like that because he's a big old cruncher boy. Braun's a fucking waste of space. I'm tired of him. It's boring. I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. Just saying. Superman punch, a third, spear, times today. Guillotine locked in off the last spear, slams Lesnar down with a spine buster, guillotine in again, another spine buster on Lesnar. Lesnar takes off the gloves. It's getting serious. He took off his gloves. It's like when Undertaker drops the straps. Superman punch avoided, German suplex, a second, the third. You both suck chance, F5 reverse, suicide dive, which was going to be a spear, but was Brock outside? No, I think it was going to be spear, but Brock sidestepped. Roman's suicide dive to Braun. Brock F5s him. Strowman grabs his leg. Lesnar attacks Braun with the case. Tosses away, uses a chair on him, goes to bring it in with the ring. Spear by Roman Reigns. 3 count. Roman wins. Finally, Brock Lesnar is not the Universal Champion anymore. Finally. Also, Daniel Cormier did make fun of him for losing it. Jesse ended the night 8-5. I ended up 7-6. 15 out of 10. And the reason it's 15 out of 10 is because Braun's dumbass got his ass handed to him. It was awesome. I loved it. Braun Strowman got his ass kicked. That's what you get for being a cocky little fuck. Also, he came out there and he said, I'm not going to do it when my opponent's back is turned. I'm going to let you know I'm going to be standing ringside. And when you guys done, one of you's going to get through your head. I hate Braun Strowman. Just FYI, his entire character sucks. So, it's still funny that he did that. Here's how a real man, here's how a person who's not a coward would do it. You wouldn't go stand outside the ring, sit back, and watch the two potential opponents that you have sit there and brutalize each other until neither of them can really have a real match until afterwards when you attack. What a real man would do is cash in at the start of the match, make it a goddamn triple threat, and go through the entire match with them. Braun Strowman's still a coward. And we're going to even put up to what happened on Raw the following night. Because Roman Reigns, thank the Lord, baby Jesus, finally gave Finn Balor his goddamn rematch. He finally gave him the match for the Universal title he lost 2 fucking years ago. Which he lost, sadly. Finn Balor did lose it. I think it would have been hilarious. Reigns wins the title. Finn Balor stops him on the next Raw. But Braun Strowman did the same fucking thing. You want to know how it ended? Shield triple powerbomb through the goddamn announce table. Good job, boys. That's how you do it. That's how you prove the Shield's back. They powerbombed him through the announce table, and I loved it. It was awesome. It was beautiful. But furthermore, where does this think we're going to lead? Well, Super Showdown, the Shield is going to be facing somebody in a 3-man tag, and Bray Wyatt has nothing to do because Matt Hardy is injured and needs to recover. Luke Harper has nothing to do because Eric Rowan is injured. And Braun Strowman just got powerbombed through a table. Is it 2014? Because I'm smelling the Shield versus the Wyatt family. Part day. I think Braun deserves... I think this is what I really want to happen. I want him to keep coming out and do the same thing every Universal Championship match. Just doing the same shit, saying, I'm going to wait till this match is over, and then I'm going to cash in. You going to get these hands. And every time it happens, this is what I want to see. Braun Strowman getting his ass whooped. Actually, it's funny, too, because at the end of the Finn Balor Roman Reigns match, he did walk in the ring. He did say cash it in. The bell never rung. So the question is, did that count as a cash in? Because technically, the ref took the case, handed it off, and JoJo even said, Braun Strowman is cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. So the question is he still the contract holder, or did he technically cash it in on Monday night? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, both on the SummerSlam pay-per-view and the Raw and SmackDown after. I'm sorry this came out so late. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay golden. Peace.